Hello students, this is science class for class 3 and today we will learn about properties. We have already started the chapter number 8, that is some properties of water, and today we will actually learn about some properties of water, some characteristic of water. What are the properties? Let us see. The first property is water has a fixed volume. Properties of water: water has fixed volume. That means though water has no fixed shape, water is a liquid and it does not have any fixed shape or size, but it has fixed volume. Volume in the sense, if you wherever you go in the world, if you take 1 liter of water, the measurement of that 1 liter will be same. Now let me give you one example. Suppose you take water in a bottle, 1 liter of bottle. Now take that water and pour it in a container without dropping a drop of water from the bottle. Now again repeat the same thing. Take that water from the container and again pour it in the water. You will see the measurement of water will be same. This tells you that the water has fixed volume. Though water has no fixed shape, it has a fixed volume. For example, when a fixed amount of water is poured into another container and again poured back into the original container, the water will fill it up to the same mark. So whatever what I said is, if you take water, suppose you take water in 1 liter of bottle and mark it. Take that water, pour it in another container. From that container, you pour it back in the water without dropping a drop of water out of that container or the water. You will see the level of water will show the same marking as you have seen earlier in that 1 liter of water. This is because there is no change in the volume of water when it is poured into different container of the same capacity. So wherever you pour it, the volume of water will not change irrespective of whatever container you pour into or wherever you pour into. Next, water occupies space. Next properties of water is water occupies space. That means water take up the empty space wherever it reaches. Now, since water is a form of matter, it has mass and occupies space. For example, if you take a container filled with a solid to its rim and pour water into it, the excess water will flow out of the container. This is because water needs space which it does not get, and so it overflows. That means, let me tell you with this example. Suppose if you take a glass of water, suppose if you take an empty glass and which measures say 200 or 500 milliliter, and you take a big jar of water and you pour that water in the glass. You will see after some time the water will flow out of the glass because there is no empty space in that glass anymore, so the water will overflow from it. So keep this in mind that water needs or occupies space. If there is empty space, water can fill it up, and suppose if there is no space, water will overflow from that. I hope you have understood this, children. Next, water flows easily. The next property is water flows easily. You must have seen that when you pour water in any place, the water starts flowing. But one condition you have to keep in mind is that the water where you drop, that place should be higher than the place where it flows. So if you drop the water at a higher place, you will see that it will start flowing to a lower place, lower height. Water has the ability to flow easily. It can flow only from a higher level to a lower level. So water can flow from a higher level, as I have said you, from higher level to lower level. Now water cannot flow from lower level to higher level unless a force is exerted on it. Like for example, when you pump water, the water from inside the ground, it comes up. So that is the pressure that is used by the submersible. So remember, water has the property to flow from a higher level to a lower level. Next, water can change its form easily. Water can change its form easily. So water has the ability to change its form. That means it can be, if the temperature falls down, that means if you decrease the temperature, water will change into ice. If you increase the temperature, that same ice will again change into water. If you further increase the temperature, if you start boiling the water, that water will change into water vapor. So water has the ability to change into different form. That means it can change into solid, it can change into liquid, it can change into gaseous form. So these are the properties of water. It has fixed volume, it occupies space, it can flow easily, and it can change its form easily. So I hope all of you have understood the properties of water. Please read the paragraph, read the portion that I have explained, and if you don't understand, then you can ask me during the online classes. So children, for today up to this much. Thank you, class.